back to our basic Arduino series where I teach you the basics of Arduino. So in today's episode, it's more like of a tutorial to how to make like a little game where we have two LEDs, a green one and a red one, and we have 5 buttons. 4 of them are trap buttons and will lead you to light on the red LED, and 1 button is the right one, and when you press it, you're gonna light the green one. And there's gonna be a buzzer which is gonna do a buzz sound whenever you like press the wrong LED. The wrong button, which is gonna turn up the red LED, which is the wrong one. So yeah, that's basically it for today. Let's get started. Okay, so for the hardware, we're gonna be using 5 buttons, 1 passive buzzer, 2 220 ohm resistors, 1 red and 1 green LEDs, and our motherboard and Arduino Uno board, a USB cable to connect it to our computer, and we're going to be needing 1 breadboard. So yeah, this is for the components. Let's start working. So the first thing we're going to be connecting is our buttons. Check the way we connect them, just like this. They act like, connect them in a way that they would act as a bridge to like overlap this gap that is in the breadboard, just like this. The first 2 legs are from this side and the other 2 legs are from this side, if you can see clearly. It's not very clear, it's kind of blurry, but I mean you got the point. Okay, and you connect your 5 buttons just like that. The second thing we're going to be connecting is our LEDs. We're going to be putting the cathode on the left side and the anode on the right side. The anode is the longer leg, and we're going to be having a resistor, a 220 ohm resistor, connected to every anode of each lamp. And lastly, we just put our passive buzzer. Well, we just plug it in. There is no need to like check if this is the right or negative, because it doesn't even have positive or negative legs. They're both the same. And now for the wiring part, we're going to be taking 1 wire and plugging it in this ground pin here, and then putting it on the negative blue rail of the breadboard, so that this full down rail is gonna be fully negative. But it's just that this down rail is the one is gonna be negative. This one is not gonna be negative. This is for the positive ones. Okay, so now we're gonna just take 1 wire for each component here, and we're going to be plugging it in this ground rail. It doesn't really matter for the buttons and the passive buzzer from which side you take it, but I just love to unite all of them together and make it all from the left. So yeah, I'll plug these in and come back to you. Just like this, 1 black wire from each side, from one side of each component, and then putting it on the ground rail, as you can see. And now I'm going to be taking a green wire for the green LED and a red wire for the red LED, and put the red wire in the pin corresponding to the red LED, which is pin number 3. Same concept for the green one, pin number 4. And now we just take whatever wires we have and connect each of the buttons and the passive buzzer to a pin. I'm gonna just continue with the numbers. I had a mistake in the wiring for the buzzer, so it can't be like, the buzzer cannot be like on this side and then the wiring on this side, because we didn't have anything connecting both of them. So I just took the buzzer upwards a bit and then just put the wires on the same side and the same 5-pin column. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna be putting a variable for every single component so that it would be a bit clearer for us when we work. So we're gonna make 2 variables, 1 for the green LED and 1 for the red LED, and 5 variables, 1 for each button and 1 variable for the buzzer. So yeah, let's begin. And then LED red equals to pin number, I think I'm going to be using number 3, and then semicolon, and same concept for int LED green, and then equals to pin number 4. And wait for me until I finish all the other ones. Yeah, so just wait a bit. So we have int button 1 equals to pin number 5, int button 2 equals to pin 6, int button 3 equals to pin 7, int button 4 equals to pin 8, int button 5 equals to pin 9, and now so now that we're done with our variables, we're going to be starting with our void setup. So here, a buzzer actually doesn't need any setup in the void. And we're going to be putting pin mode for every LED and pin mode for every button. So yeah, let's start. Okay. Pin mode, then LED red, and now for the buttons we write also pin mode, but there's a small difference. Okay, we write button 1, and then instead of writing output we write input, and then we have like this underscore and then pull up. And yeah, this is the only difference between them in the setup. So I'm gonna do this for all the other buttons and I'll be back. And most of our work is gonna be in the void loop, so we need the if and else statement, where if button 1 is pressed, then whatever LED is gonna light. Button 2 pressed, and then we write else if button 2 is pressed, and then we do whatever, and we do the same concept for all of them. So I'm gonna do the first one with you. So we start with if, and then where do we want? We want button 1 to be pressed here, so we would write if and then digital. But as you know, the button needs a digital read and not a digital write. So digital read, and then open parenthesis, button 1, then close the parenthesis, we don't want it open. Okay, and then we write equal low. Well, for the buttons it is the opposite of whatever it is for the LEDs. Like LEDs light whenever you say high and turn off whenever you say low, but it's the opposite. A button, when it's pressed, it's slow because it goes slower, and high it is when it is not pressed. Okay, now we open our curly braces, and then we write digital right. We want LED red to be on because it is the false one. So LED red, high, and digital right. We need to command the green one to be off at that same time. So LED green is gonna be low. And the last command that we want is that the buzzer would do a tone sound. So we write tone, and then open the parenthesis. We write either the number of the buzzer or the number of the pin that the buzzer is inserted on, or we write whatever variable we gave it. So it is buzzer. And we choose a specific frequency. Well, I'm going to be choosing 3, 5, 4, whatever numbers that came into mind. Okay, and yeah. This is it for the first if, and then after that we start our else if commands. So we write else, like if that didn't happen, then if this thing happened, do this. So we start with if and digital read. Okay, open parenthesis, button 2, and then get out of them, equal, equal, and then low. Okay, so this is, we're gonna be repeating the same thing we did for the upper one, just like the exact same thing, because button 2 is also not the right one, but I'm gonna be making button 3 the right one. So whenever I'm in button 3, we're just gonna do a note. Okay, so now we want to start with our second else if. So we write else. If that didn't happen, so neither button 1 nor button 2 is pressed, then if button 3 is going to be pressed, if digital read button 3 equal to low, then okay, open our curly braces. Okay, we write the same thing but like in reverse. Digital right LED red low and digital right LED green high. Okay, so let's do that. Digital right LED red is gonna be low and digital right, yikes, right LED green is gonna be high. Okay, so, and we want to issue the buzzer to not make a sound, so we're gonna do just no tone buzzer. Okay, so no tone, and then just write buzzer or the number of the pen if you didn't put a variable. Okay, and now we get out of this else if, and for the fourth and fifth else if, I want you to write the same thing that we wrote in the first and second ones. Okay, so just the same concept: LED red high, LED green low, and the tone buzzer. Okay, 3 5 4. Yeah, so we start else if okay, now that we're done with that, we're gonna command it with the final thing, which is gonna be else. Like if none of this happened, then we write else and then open our curly braces. We're gonna tell it that we want both LEDs off and for the buzzer not to make a single sound. So we write digital right and then LED red low, digital right, LED green also low. Okay, and for the buzzer to do a no tone, and for the buzzer, and this is basically it. So take a good look at the coding. It is a bit bigger than the usual ones that we've been doing, but I mean that is how people evolve, don't they? So yeah, this is it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try it now. Okay, well, let's compile it. Now we select our board, it is this one, and we compile our sketch. And now we try to press one. And now, as you can see, whenever I press this one, it is wrong. This one is wrong too. This one is right. This one is wrong. And this one is wrong too.
And this is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Arduino made simple.